On March 15, 2019, Detective Marcus Webb walked out of the Phoenix Police Department in Arizona and vanished without a trace. His badge, his gun, his entire life, gone. What happened next would shock investigators across 3 states and expose a dark secret buried deep in the Nevada desert. If you want to know how this 23-year veteran cop disappeared and what brought him back, hit that subscribe button right now. This case will leave you speechless. Detective Marcus Webb wasn't just any cop. At 47 years old, he'd spent over 2 decades with the Phoenix Police Department's Major Crimes Unit. Colleagues described him as methodical, dedicated, and incorruptible. His wife, Jennifer, said he'd been acting strange for weeks before his disappearance. Distant, paranoid, checking over his shoulder constantly. The last confirmed sighting was at 6:47 p.m. on March 15th, captured on surveillance footage at a gas station on Interstate 10, just outside Quartzsite, Arizona. He was alone, filling up his personal vehicle, a silver Ford F-150. He paid cash, didn't speak to anyone, and drove west toward California. When Marcus didn't show up for his shift the next morning, his partner, Detective Sarah Chun, immediately knew something was wrong. Marcus had never missed a day in 15 years. By noon, Jennifer had filed a missing persons report. By evening, every law enforcement agency in Arizona was searching for one of their own. But here's where it gets disturbing. Marcus's bank accounts showed no activity. His phone was found 3 days later, smashed to pieces in a rest stop bathroom in Blythe, California, just across the Arizona-California border. No fingerprints, no DNA, nothing. Before we reveal what investigators discovered next, make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell. Cases like this don't solve themselves, and neither does growing your true crime knowledge. Let's continue. The FBI joined the investigation within 72 hours, treating it as a potential kidnapping of a law enforcement officer. Special Agent Linda Torres from the Las Vegas field office took lead. She noticed something crucial that local investigators had missed. Marcus had been working a cold case involving a 2003 armored car robbery in Henderson, Nevada, a case that had gone ice cold for 16 years. $4.2 million had been stolen. 2 guards were killed. No arrests were ever made. Agent Torres pulled Marcus's case files and found something chilling. Handwritten notes in the margins, names circled, connections drawn between the 2003 robbery and a current Phoenix City councilman named Robert Davenport. Marcus had been building a case in secret, documenting everything outside official channels. 3 weeks into the investigation, a hiker discovered Marcus's truck abandoned in the Mojave National Preserve in California, near the Nevada border. Inside, his detective's badge, his service weapon, and a single word written in dust on the dashboard, buried. The search intensified. Cadaver dogs, ground-penetrating radar, aerial surveillance, nothing. Marcus Webb had vanished completely, and investigators feared the worst. What happens next will blow your mind. Drop a comment right now with your theory. Was Marcus murdered, or was something else going on? Keep watching. 6 months passed. The case went cold. Jennifer Webb held a memorial service, though no body had been found. The Phoenix Police Department prepared to close the investigation. Then, on September 23, 2019, a man walked into the FBI field office in Albuquerque, New Mexico. He was thin, bearded, wearing sunglasses and a baseball cap. He approached the front desk and said 5 words, "My name is Marcus Webb." DNA confirmation took 48 hours. It was him. Marcus had been hiding in plain sight, working construction jobs under a fake name in Santa Fe, New Mexico. But he wasn't running from criminals. He was running from corrupt cops. Here's what Marcus revealed. 2 detectives from his own unit in Phoenix, men he'd worked with for years, were connected to the 2003 Henderson robbery. When Marcus got too close to the truth, they threatened his family. They told him to disappear or Jennifer would be next. They gave him 24 hours. So Marcus staged his own disappearance, leaving clues for the FBI while protecting his wife. The word "buried" wasn't about him. It was about where the evidence was hidden. Using Marcus's information, FBI agents excavated a storage unit in North Las Vegas and found detailed records of the robbery, including photos, financial transactions, and recorded conversations. If you're loving this case, smash that like button and share this video. Justice is about to be served, and you won't believe the ending. Within 72 hours of Marcus's reappearance, federal agents arrested Detective Raymond Cruz and Detective Michael Thornton of the Phoenix Police Department. Both were charged with conspiracy, robbery, murder, and witness intimidation. Councilman Robert Davenport was arrested at his home in Scottsdale, Arizona. He'd been the inside man, providing security schedules for the 2003 heist. Marcus Webb was placed in witness protection along with Jennifer. He testified at all 3 trials. In June 2021, all 3 men were convicted and sentenced to life in prison without parole. Marcus never returned to law enforcement, but his courage exposed one of the biggest corruption scandals in Arizona history. The case led to a complete internal investigation of the Phoenix Police Department and resulted in 12 additional arrests. Detective Marcus Webb sacrificed everything: his career, his identity, 6 months of his life, to bring killers to justice. His story proves that sometimes the most dangerous criminals wear badges, and the bravest heroes are the ones willing to stand alone against corruption. If this story moved you, subscribe to Faceless Justice for more cases where the truth finally comes to light. Hit that bell icon, drop a comment with your thoughts, and remember, justice may be blind, but it never stops watching. See you in the next case.